Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink and welcome to an update video for the 30th of March 2019. It's been a little while since I last recorded a video of this kind. I believe it was early December of last year when I last did one of those. So a lot of things have happened in that time, therefore this video might be a little bit long. We'll see. I'm going to try and keep it concise, so we'll have to see how things go. I'm not too sure what recording I'll be using for this video here because I do like to actually find something for you guys to watch while I'm doing these update videos, just to entertain you, you know. But I'm sure I'll be able to work it out. Regardless, the first thing that I want to get out of the way, because it is topical as far as the 30th of March, I am not going to be able to stream until not the coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. So basically for the entire week forthcoming, I'm not going to be able to stream at all. So therefore, in 2 days, normally I would, that is a Monday, it's currently Saturday, so within 2 days, normally I would be doing the Wind Waker live stream, which I've been really enjoying doing, but I won't be able to do it during that week because basically the internet that I use for streaming is limited. I'm limited to 100 gigabytes. And I didn't really use it too intelligently during this month, so it resets every month, but I have run out of that connection this time around, so that shouldn't really happen again, because I've got a better idea now of how not to misuse that connection and just run out. So yeah, I'm able to upload other things, because that connection becomes an unlimited connection at a much slower speed. That is a problem when it comes to actually live streaming, so therefore I won't be able to live stream. It will be too slow of a connection and it will disconnect and do things like that. But for uploading other videos, it's okay as long as I upload the videos overnight, because I couldn't possibly do it during the day, it would take far too long. But anyway, that was just something that I wanted to tell you guys to start with, instead of leaving that information at the end of the video, where it's probably harder to find, because, you know, you would have to sit through an entire monologue of mine before getting to that point. So I would say that that is the most relevant and the most topical thing for me to say at this time, so now that I've got that out of the way, I'll go and talk about the other stuff that I was wanting to talk about. Now, I did mention that it has been a little while since I last did an update video like this. In terms of what has happened since then, the biggest thing has been starting live streams, which has been a really, really great thing for me. I've been really enjoying that, and I've also been enjoying my channel expanding from that point as well. Just before I started live streaming, I reached 100 subscribers. I've since acquired another 17 beyond that, which I'm very happy about. One really good thing about live streaming for me is that I can actually communicate with my audience. It gives me a platform to do that, and it's okay to communicate with people through comments after a video has been recorded, but it's even more special when you can actually chat to people during the recording of the video and have that be incorporated into it. I don't mind that too much at all. In fact, I really quite enjoy that. So in terms of actually having the chat on the screen in the live stream, I don't want to do that, because one thing that bothers me when it comes to live streaming, I do see it with other live streamers. I honestly don't watch too many live streamers, but when I do see some of their content, I am bothered by clutter on the screen, and I would say that a moving chat counts as clutter, so I'd like to just have it be the game and me. At some point I will get I don't know if it will be animated or what, but it will basically be an image that will have my YouTube name. My YouTube channel URL can actually be shortened to, I believe it's www.youtube.com/c/Doomlink. So that is a working link now, which is really good. It's a lot better than the channel ID, which is just a bunch of letters and numbers, and it's a complete mess. It's probably something like 40 characters long, and so therefore it's impossible to really memorize or type. But YouTube/c/Doomlink is definitely doable. Of course, C stands for channel. So even, you know, C is better than channel. It makes it even shorter, so that's very good. I believe that's a somewhat recent thing for YouTube. You do need to have more than 100 subscribers for that to be enabled, so fortunately I can do that. So I'm definitely grateful for the subscribers, if anything, for that. So that's actually really good. So as well as that, I'll have the Twitch name. I don't want both of them there at the same time. This is why I'm saying that it might be animated. It's because once again, I want to limit the clutter on the screen. So if I could have the same spot phase in and out of saying YouTube and Twitch, that would be really great. Or phase back and forth between saying those two things. It just, once again reduces clutter. It'll be an opportunity for people on Twitch to see where I do my content on YouTube, and it will be an opportunity for people on YouTube to see where I do my content on Twitch. As of this moment, I don't have any videos being saved to Twitch. The reason why is because that is not my content creation platform. It might make it a little bit easier for people to see my content when I'm not streaming on Twitch. However, I would like to start getting people directed to my YouTube channel if they want to see recordings of, well, that is, post-recordings of the live stream, as in VODs, video on demand. I haven't actually been naming any of my videos VOD because I don't know, I don't think it's necessary. So, yeah, hopefully that doesn't hamper people's ability to find my videos, but we'll see how that works out. I'm still doing my live stream of Demon's Souls. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I'm currently at a slight standstill because I need to do a little bit of work off camera, because that's generally what stops me from uploading Demon's Souls regularly. That is, if I need to do a few things off camera, I need to push myself to actually go and do that, because I have a lot more fun sitting down and streaming Demon's Souls versus, just playing it by myself these days. So, yeah, that's pretty much the idea. I do plan to continue streaming Demon's Souls for a very, very long time. In terms of how often I will do it, it's not going to be consistent at all, and this is one thing that needs to be understood about me. I'm a very inconsistent person when it comes to content creation, for the simple reason that it's mood-based. Sometimes I'll feel like doing this, sometimes I'll feel like doing that, and because what I do is a hobby, I'm never going to actually push myself to do something that I don't feel like doing at the time that I'm actually going to go ahead and do something. So, yeah, that's why I haven't really been doing much stuff in the way of Monster Hunter Let's Play uploads, which is something that's going to get me into the subject of actually talking about Let's Play, so I might actually hold off on that at the moment. That was just that was a scary tangent. I want to stay on live streams as a topic just for now, but I will be streaming a bit of other Souls stuff as well. I'll try to stream all of the other Dark Souls games. You'll never see me play Bloodborne for reasons that I don't need to get into, and you'll never see me play Sekiro. So that's a thing. Just Souls games from me when it comes to From Software. Maybe later on I'll do some Kingsfield stuff, but I don't know when that will happen. I'll definitely be getting started on Morrowind before that point, so the two games that I'm probably going to live stream the most will probably be Demon's Souls and Morrowind, because they are two of my favourite games. So it's just with Morrowind, the reason why I haven't actually started live streaming that yet is because I have a few problems with my game at the moment. It's been a bit destroyed by Tamriel Rebuild, giving my game files a bit of a rough ride. So to put it in simple terms, basically places are being discovered where they actually shouldn't be discovered. So it's mainly the map itself. So the map of Vardenfell is completely destroyed by Tamriel Rebuild, and it's telling me things like, well, I can't even think of locations. Basically, certain locations will be completely in the wrong place, so it's a little bit of a nightmare. So places that should be on Vardenfell are instead being discovered in, off the island, so it's quite ridiculous, on the mainland that is. So, without getting into too many details about Morrowind, I do need to get a few things set up before I can actually live stream that, and I'm probably going to let Demon's Souls run its course a little bit more before actually starting that, because I don't want to have too many concurrent live stream series going on, because then it just sort of makes it harder to consistently record for any of them. So I'm going to try and maybe let Demon's Souls slow down a little bit more before that point. Maybe I'll get to, 100 recorded parts for that. I'm up to 20 at the moment, or that is 21. I've recorded part 20 of the Demon's Souls live stream series, so that's pretty great. That was done very easily, I would say. I managed to rack up quite a number of those recordings because I think I did like 14 in a row, something ridiculous like that. Like every single day for maybe it wasn't 14, it might have been 11 days in a row or something like that. 11 or 13 days, something like that. In a row, I recorded Demon Souls, and that might have been the reason why I slowed down a lot after that. But certainly, I do plan to continue with that. To refer to another live stream that I'm doing quite regularly, Wind Waker for the GameCube will be finished fairly soon. If not in the next recording that I do for it, then the one after it. It kind of depends how long I choose to have that recording go for Wind Waker. Of course, I'm not going to be doing a 100% playthrough for that, so I don't really have to worry about things taking too long with that. I just have to focus on finishing the game, basically, and that's going to be it. After that point, I do plan to do a live stream series of Dragon Quest Swords, because one of my most viewed Let's Plays, in fact, my most viewed Let's Play on YouTube is Dragon Quest Swords, and I'm actually going to go into my YouTube studio to have a look at the viewer stats of my Dragon Quest Swords videos. So I'm going to search Dragon Quest Swords in that and have a look and see more or less the average viewer counts for that. So some of them have less views than others. Some have as low as, like, 13 views. What's the lowest that I have? I think 13 views is the lowest, which is pretty decent for my standards, 13 views. It's kind of what a lot of the videos that I upload these days will be. But I think, so the first part has 1,106 views, which for me is a lot. That's going back to the early days when I was doing Let's Plays back in 2009. My Phantom Hourglass Let's Play had a few thousand views in the first few parts. But other than that, I can see that the next most viewed part, well, a lot of these are in the hundreds. This is the big deal here. This is what's great. I actually have several hundred views for some of these. I think the next one is 429 views on the final part, which is Edda Sophic's Attempt 2. But yeah, for the most part, a lot of these videos are between the 15 view range and the 30 view range, but a lot of them are also in the hundreds. So we've got Part 31 is 285 views, Part 30 is 305 views, and it's actually really, really great. And that is a huge incentive for me to continue doing Dragon Quest Swords content. I'll have a look and see. I think I know what. Yes, it's the payback mode videos that have less views. That makes a lot more sense now that I look at it. So the payback mode videos, that is the confusion. So okay. Because I typed in Dragon Quest Swords, I also got videos from my payback mode Let's Play, which was uploaded much later, and they have less views in general. Pretty much all of the ones from my original Let's Play are in the hundreds. The lowest for my original Let's Play is in the 70s, I think, in terms of views. Let me just double check that. Ooh, it might even be 80s. I think it's 80s, yes. So I think 80 views is the lowest that I have for my original Let's Play. And then it's the later Let's Play that does indeed have views as low as 13. I think 13 is the lowest one that I've been able to see. But anyway, the point is that Dragon Quest Swords is a game that I have played, that I have gotten a lot of viewership for. If I can start doing a Let's Play series, not a Let's Play series, sorry, I've done 2 of those, that should be enough. If I can do a live stream series for that as well, that will bring even more traffic to my YouTube channel, hopefully. I don't know if people actually really check my content as they watch my Dragon Quest Sword stuff, but that is huge for me, having that little bit of exposure just for one particular Let's Play. And to be honest, that Let's Play wasn't the best. Like, the Let's Plays that I do at the moment would be better than those ones, because in 2015 I was still sort of ramping up. An interesting thing, and I'll talk about this more in my planned 10th anniversary video, which I will be doing. It is currently my 10th anniversary for making videos. I started in, I believe it was mid-March of 2009. Well, it was obviously mid-March of 2009, I just can't get an exact date. It's like between the 12th and the 19th of March, I believe. But I've got the 15th in my head, but we'll see. Actually, we won't see because that video's long gone. But the point is that, yeah, it is currently my 10th anniversary, and I do plan to do a video where I discuss that at length. It's probably going to be like a 40-minute long video of me reminiscing to hell about that stuff, because I've never done that before. I've never actually sat on camera. I say on camera figuratively, because I am physically on camera sometimes these days, but what I mean is to actually talk about that in a recording and just go, because there's so much about the old Let's Play days that needs to be discussed and reminisced about. So yeah, that's going to be really enjoyable, I think, and I can't wait to do that. What I was going to touch on briefly that I will expand upon in that 10th anniversary video is that every single time I stopped recording for a while, it would be like a new process to sort of... I would basically attack Let's Playing at a different angle each time, and that would carry its own quirks, its own positives, and its own negatives. So I would say that the negatives that time around had more to do with... I don't even know what the negatives had to do with, but basically, like, I couldn't really pinpoint what could have been better. However, I can tell you that recording Let's Plays in 2015 was not as good as recording Let's Plays in 2010 for me, in terms of, you know, having a consistent train of thought, in terms of what I was physically saying, in terms of comedy, in terms of everything. So it's basically every single time I start up again after having stopped for a while, it's just different every time. So in 2015, I was still sort of ramping that up. I guess relearning that skill, redeveloping that muscle. So generally speaking, I would say the quality of the 2017 Let's Play, which was the Payback Mode one, would be better, but it has less views because it's not the original one. So yeah, anyway, there's about a year and a half that the first Let's Play has over that one, so it's understandable that it doesn't have quite as many views, but regardless, I am happy that people are able to see my content, and that really encourages me to do more of Dragon Quest Swords. So once I'm finished with Wind Waker, I will get on camera physically with Dragon Quest Swords and do a live stream series of that. That's going to be the next game that I just sit on and play. So that's probably going to be done in like three parts or something like that. I don't know how long it will actually take for me to complete it. It depends on how long I choose to live stream for each time. But let's say I do 2 3-hour long, maybe even 3, it depends. But if I'm doing 3-hour long live streams, it probably will only take 2 or 3 or something like that. So we'll have to see how it goes, but I am definitely looking forward to that. The Binding of Isaac will be something that I continue to live stream as well, because, you know, some people are more or less interested in what I do in that game, so I will continue to play that from time to time. To just close off on the live stream discussion, and then I'll get into Let's Plays, because that's a important discussion to have as well. Live streaming is really important to me because it's very difficult for me to actually get my content out, because I am a hobbyist when it comes to YouTube. I don't really advertise my content, so therefore the only way people can actually find my stuff is to somehow find it in amongst the saturated content of YouTube these days, which is just how it is. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to say, well, I shouldn't have to put up with this, I've been making videos for 10 years now in the Let's Play format. I actually have nothing to show for that, really, because I deleted my original channel. Therefore, I'm not in a position to say that, so I just have to sort of suck it up and say, well, there you go. There are people out there who do this for a job, they do it very professionally. I do it for a hobby. The content of my videos is pretty decent. It's definitely not... the viewer counts are definitely not indicative of the quality, it's more indicative of the fact that I am lost within a sea of content on YouTube. So, what live streaming does is it actually allows people to physically see my stuff. People can search for a game, and I'll be playing it, and they can watch me play it. That kind of exposure is much better than YouTube for me at this point. So live streaming, if anything, is a vehicle for me to interact with people, for me to get more people interested in my content, and therefore I should definitely be advertising my YouTube channel on Twitch, and hopefully Twitch themselves don't have an issue with that, but I guess we'll find out if they choose to delete my or to give me a warning. You know, they shouldn't remove my ability to live stream on Twitch, they should at least give me a warning. Maybe I should have a look through their guidelines before doing things like that, but definitely I will be trying to have some sort of watermark on the video to advertise my YouTube channel, because YouTube has been from a very long time ago, my center for content creation, so it will continue to be that, pretty much, indefinitely. So, Twitch is nothing more than a vehicle to spread my wings, or spread my influence out from just the YouTube circle, because streaming on YouTube, not that many people really come across your stream on YouTube. There are some people out there who do find it, but Twitch is definitely better for people to find it. It's not quite so good for people to stay on there though, because how content works, or how entertainment works in this era of, I guess, the internet, is that you can just switch from one thing to the other. If it doesn't entertain you within the first 3 seconds of looking at it, you just disappear, find something else. It's very different to how it used to be, when you'd upload a video on YouTube and people would just find it through actually checking your channel. Oh, has this person uploaded something today or this week? You actually check the channel and you have a look and see. Whereas now, it's all based on notifications. People are basically spoon-fed their entertainment, and if you don't have a notification for what you upload that goes out to your viewers, you just don't get views on your video. So therefore, YouTube's kind of got your balls in a vice grip, where it's like, okay, well, if we don't send notifications out to your fans, people aren't going to watch your stuff, because people are getting spoon-fed their entertainment these days. Before, you used to actually regularly visit YouTube channels and see what they've uploaded, and that's what I do, you know, still, because I have a brain. But that's not to sort of put you guys down, but it does bother me when I do see these changes that are not for the better. It's a little bit of a shame. I do understand for live streams, of course, like, obviously, if there isn't a notification going out for the live stream, then you're not going to be able to tune in live. That's a completely different thing. But, yeah, when it comes to regular uploads, I would like it if people were a little bit more, I guess, proactive when it comes to actually looking to see what I've uploaded in any given week. But, you know, people do that still. I've noticed that if I spend a week not actually uploading stuff, the videos that I uploaded a week before continue to gain views. So that's one of the reasons why, and this is getting into the Let's Play discussion now, sort of anyway, I don't want to have too much content every single week on my channel, because if I have too much content, it'll be too much for you guys to catch up with. So therefore, I don't want to spread myself too thin by doing too much stuff per week, so much that you can't actually watch it all. So that's kind of counterintuitive to what I want to do. So therefore, I'll probably try to keep it to 5 videos per week. 7 at the absolute maximum. 7 is the maximum. Not necessarily 1 video every day, but we'll see. But I think 5 to 7 is the way to go. Probably not less than 5, but if it has to be less than 5, then 4 as a minimum. We'll probably say 4 as a minimum, with the ideal being 5, maybe 6, at most 7. So yeah, that's probably how we will manage that. I will continue to do the Let's Play of Breath of the Wild in the live stream format. It's kind of, I'm moving from the live stream discussion into the Let's Play discussion by mentioning one that actually fits into both categories. So yeah, the Let's Play of Breath of the Wild, I'm actually really enjoying sitting down and recording that. The only thing that's bad about that is that I can't really do more than 1 live stream at a time, because this is referring back to the whole notification thing. You guys will only watch the latest one that was uploaded, which is a shame. So if I do, say, 3, you guys will ignore the first 2 and watch the 3rd one. So that kind of makes recording the first 2 a bit of a fucking waste of time. So therefore, I'm kind of stuck in just recording 1, but that's okay, I can probably do it that way. All it is me having to tell myself, okay, you can only record 1 today, and maybe come back tomorrow and do more. That's kind of how it has to work, so I'll just put up with that and do that, and that's alright. In the end, it probably gives me the opportunity to have more varied content throughout the week, so I can record, let's say you've got recording on the Monday, Wind Waker, then the day after we've got Breath of the Wild, and then followed by Phantom Hourglass the next day. What I will probably do is, I won't actually upload more than 1 post-recording, that is something like a Let's Play that I've actually edited and processed. I won't actually upload more than 1 in a day, because that sort of messes up things like notifications. What I will do, however, is maybe upload 1 post-recording on a day, but then also live stream that day as well. So I don't mind doing that. But I will mention that I want to kind of have at least one upload almost every day for Let's Plays, because that's something that's going to happen, I think. And hopefully that's not going to result in too much content on the channel. It might end up being, 7 videos every single week anyway, because I've set 7 as a maximum, so maybe it'll end up being 7 videos per week, which is probably a little bit too much. But if I'm consistently getting out 7 videos per week, maybe you guys would be interested in checking more often. So there's sort of like a balance. There's a balance between not uploading too much and not uploading too little, because if you upload too little, then people won't check back, and then if you upload too much, it's just too much for people to physically watch, because, people do have lives, they do other things than watch my videos, so of course, they're probably not going to watch that much every single week, but I do definitely appreciate those of you who take the time to watch any of my content, really, so yeah, thank you for that. Anyway, when it comes to Let's Plays, I am attempting to pump out Phantom Hourglass as much as possible. As I speak right now, I've recorded 15 parts. I just uploaded part 6 earlier on. I uploaded it during the night, as I said that I would for Let's Plays when I actually don't have faster internet. But, yeah, seriously, it's going to be uploaded a lot. I'm going to try and pump it out. I do realise that not as many people are interested in watching it. It makes me laugh when I see that almost no one watches the Let's Play until part 4, when I have subscribed to Doomlink as the thumbnail. I guess thumbnails really do make a difference, but anyway, like if you have a funny thing as the thumbnail image, it makes people want to look, but I don't know why. It's not like the fucking content inside will be any different, regardless of what the thumbnail is, but, that's how people operate, I suppose. What can I say? But, yeah, so that Let's Play will continue, and before I finish the Phantom Hourglass Let's Play, I would like to start up the Skyward Sword Let's Play again, because the plan with that is because the whole reason why I had slowed down with that Let's Play was due to the hot weather, and it's starting to cool down a little bit again, so that's a good thing about the weather, I suppose. But yeah, it was just becoming really, really uncomfortable to record Skyward Sword, because I would just be standing there and sweating like a dog, and it was just really unpleasant to record those videos. So I do have one recording of Skyward Sword that is left to be uploaded. I believe it's part 15 for that Let's Play. Let me just double check to see when the last one, or what the number of the last one was. Yes, it is part 15. I do still have part 15, but I don't really like how it starts. It starts in the middle of a rant, and it's probably not a part that I want as many people to watch. So what I'll probably end up doing is upload part 15 and part 16 when I do get around to recording part 16, pretty much on the same day, so that everyone watches part 16 and no one watches part 15. There's the silly aspects to people watching my videos, like they only watch the most recent one if I upload 2 together. That actually works in my favour in some cases, as you can tell. But, yeah, Skyward Sword I do plan to continue on recording, even though it sort of bothers me from time to time when I do play it. But I think it's an entertaining Let's Play, and I would like to sort of stick to recording that right until the end. Anyway, what I plan to do with Final Fantasy XIII is just put it on hold and possibly never touch it again, because Final Fantasy XIII is a bit of a nightmare. I'm not learning the game very well, and there are 2 reasons why. The first reason is because I'm not really taking in the instructions as I'm doing the Let's Play, and the second thing is that I don't really care enough about the game to actually learn how it works, because I don't like the game. It bothers me. There are a lot of things about it that I really don't like, and that I find to be very average. I sort of make up for that by making light of it, and joking about it, and having a silly commentary, which I don't mind. I'm perfectly happy with doing that, but when I look at the experience of recording Final Fantasy XIII, I realise that there are so many other games that I would rather Let's Play, so I should just put it on hold and forget about it. Because honestly, it's actually bothering me to think about the fact that I was sort of locking myself into recording a lot of Final Fantasy XIII, and yet I didn't even want to play that fucking game. So I think I'm just going to stop with that, because it's silly. It's not what I should be doing right now. I need to focus on Zelda, I think, to start with. And that brings me to Monster Hunter, because, of course, I do have 2 running Monster Hunter Let's Plays and 1 on hold. The one on hold is Freedom Unite, which I started in 2015. The reason why Freedom Unite is on hold is because I wanted to start doing Let's Plays of all of the Monster Hunter games, starting with Monster Hunter 1. I started the Monster Hunter 1 Let's Play in January of 2018. I'm only 6 parts into that, so we're well over 12 months at this point, and I have only uploaded like 6 parts for that Let's Play, which might give you an idea as far as my drive is concerned when it comes to recording stuff for that Let's Play. But, yeah, as well as that, I had to start my 3 Ultimate Let's Play because I wanted to be able to play with people online while the servers were still going and while there were people still playing, so I wanted to start the Let's Play earlier. Yet here I am not really having recorded anything. So, the reason why is because there's something about Monster Hunter that I don't want to really record a Let's Play for. So, the obvious question at that point would be, well, why would you want to start doing that then, Doomlink? It's because the end result is very appealing. It's very appealing to think that I have done a Let's Play of all of the Monster Hunter games, you know, that's kind of nice. Because I am a huge Monster Hunter player, it would be nice to have like a Let's Play series for all of the Monster Hunter games. But, unfortunately, it's the actual process of going and sitting down and recording a Let's Play for Monster Hunter is kind of, it's not as fun. I think part of the reason is because I'm forcing myself to do all quests for every single game, so yeah. Part of it also is the thought of having to maybe set up for each quest off camera as well, like, and maybe having to do some things off camera like getting armor sets and getting weapons and things like that for the sake of varied gameplay. And that's in the context of Monster Hunter 1, because I don't have to do that for 3 Ultimate, of course. I already have some stuff that I can use because I'm actually using my G rank character to do the low rank and high rank stuff as well, so yeah. I don't know if it's going to stop. I would like for it to continue. I just need to get the drive to actually record the stuff, and maybe one day I'll actually be able to have all Monster Hunter games fully Let's Played. We'll have to see. They won't be bloody viewed by anyone anyway, so does it really matter? Probably not. I'm not one to complain about low views on videos because I have spent several years of my life uploading videos, like hundreds and hundreds of videos, for no one but myself. And that's not because it's only for myself and not for anyone else. That's because no one wants to watch the stuff. So, or no one knows about the stuff. There's no way for me to be exposed. Or there was no way for me to be exposed, in terms of my channel. So, yeah, I've definitely spent a lot of time making videos for no one. So, yeah, it's, I'm in a position to at least complain a little bit about that. Not much, because it is a hobby and I do enjoy doing it regardless, and that's why I have done that in the past, but yeah, it is rough sometimes. I'm not going to deny that, but yeah, because I do enjoy the process, I do continue to do it, and I will always continue to do it. So yeah, I do get into a dark place sometimes where I think, is it even worth it in the end? But I sort of bring myself back and continue doing it because I need to, basically I need to find myself again. I need to go and say, well, hey, I do enjoy doing this stuff, so I should just continue. So that's what I will be doing. And how many videos have I actually made already? I think it's something like 850. And that's not including all of the ones that I've actually deleted. I've probably made almost 1,000 videos on this channel thus far, so that's pretty great. But, yeah, not that many views to show for it. To put it in perspective, I've only got 21,338 total video views at this point, so that's not very much considering the number of videos I've uploaded, to put it in realistic terms. I do have a list of notes for what I want to talk about in this video. Oh yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to mention. One great thing for exposure is the video that I actually recorded for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate on Citra. I actually have in excess of 700 views for that video, which is, you know, a big deal. You know, that's one of my most viewed videos, quite frankly. So, you know, that was just one of the random videos that I decided that I would record one day, and I ended up getting a lot of views for that. So a lot of people are actually wanting some Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate content from me, I would assume. At the very least, one person did actually come onto my Breath of the Wild Let's Play video for part 31, and tell me to play 4 Ultimate. That shit bothers me, but I guess that's the only way he knows how to communicate with me, so I'll just have to allow that. But yeah, that's alright. I do want to do more 4 Ultimate content as well, it's just that there aren't that many people to play with on that game. So I'm probably going to get Sam on the go. I just dropped something anyway. Yeah, I'm going to get Sam on the go and actually do some live stream stuff with that. I'm also going to try and do some random hunts videos with that game. It's easier to do it with random hunts because I can basically record whenever I want and just upload what I do, whereas live streaming, it needs to happen right there at that time. So if I can spend some time with Sam just playing that game, that would be really good. So yeah, basically I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to discuss. I could discuss the 10th anniversary video in more detail, however I don't think that's necessary. I've already been talking for almost 40 minutes now. I could talk for longer, that's the scary thing. But I did say that there was a lot for me to discuss. And yeah, just to close up this video, I would like to say that during the last 12 months my channel has grown incredibly. It's received almost 100 more subscribers than it did at the very start of 2018. So I think I had maybe 25 to 35 subscribers in the very start, or during the very start of 2018, late 2017. So it is a big thing for me to have as many as 117 subscribers at the moment. I hope that that number increases, and I do hope that the viewership continues to go strong. I don't think my Twitch channel will ever truly take off, but it does give me an opportunity to gain more viewers from time to time as well, and it does allow my content to be viewed by someone, at the very least. That's sort of a guarantee, you know, someone's going to be able to see what I'm doing, so that's kind of nice. Regardless, I do thank you all for watching this update video. I have been very up and down with my update video recordings. Sometimes I record a lot during a year, sometimes I don't record so many. I started recording update videos in September of 2015, and since then sometimes I've done a lot, sometimes I haven't done many, as I just said. So I'm going to say that I want to have at least 4 per year, so we'll see how that goes. For now, this is the first one of 2019, and I had a lot that I needed to discuss, as you can tell. But yeah, one thing as well that I will briefly mention is that I was planning in 2017 to every October have an update video for my Let's Plays, just to discuss what I'm doing with the Let's Plays at whatever given time, have a list of all the ones that I've completed, have a list of all the ones that I'm planning on doing and all of that. So, and then I would address each, it's like the 10th of the 10th, that's the date that I wanted to choose. So I did one for 2017, but didn't do one for 2018 because I just didn't do much stuff in 2018 in terms of Let's Plays. So I'll do another one at the end of this year, if I can remember. Hopefully I don't forget, that would be really annoying. But if I keep it in my mind, then I will also do one for October at the end of this year, where I will discuss all of the Let's Plays that I've actually done during, well, between that time and the previous one that I had done. So that will be really good. It's sort of like a comprehensive Let's Play update sort of video. So yeah, that will be happening on the 10th of October, but that's quite a ways away from right now, so I don't really need to focus on that too much. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in whatever video you happen to watch that I have recorded next time. Bye bye.